Alright, we're recording. So, welcome everybody. You feel me to the podcast. Joso was already here before. Moon and Lay is not here. I just told her she could just join in whenever. But this is part two. Like I told Joso and Moon last episode, if y'all really still interested, we could just do a part three. That probably might be the last part to it, honestly. Because I don't want to keep dragging it out. But if y'all really interested in a part three, it don't really have to be about business. We can make part three just about just regular conversation, if y'all really want to. But
Okay.
but other than that, we finna get into it. So I got some. Well, my biggest question I'm gonna save it for last. But one of my main questions for everybody, and we could just go down the list how we did it before. Uh, when it comes to, oh, I was gonna say the wrong word. No, I wasn't. When it comes to your inventory, right? How do y'all specifically like organize everything? Make sure y'all have everything. Sometimes that you exactly need. If it's not exactly what you need, but if not something similar along that line. Because I know, especially for business owners or people who into the stock market and stuff, sometimes things could get just very out of order real fast, especially if you got a bunch of orders that you need to do at one time. So I just want to know how y'all go about it.
Okay. Um.
Matter of fact, you can go Moon. I'll just go down the list.
Okay, well, like whenever I get like a lot of orders that I have to, kind of keep track of them. You know how I know Shopify has this feature, but you could print out their order label. So not the one that you slap on the package, but the one that shows what they bought and how much was it for who it's for. So whenever I do my packaging day, I'll like print all of them out and just kind of like lay them out. And I just read like if this person ordered like two rose quartz and a howlite, I'll put like all of that on top of that piece of paper.
Yeah.
And then the next paper is say three of these, two of these. I'll put that, and then I just kind of like go down the line and packaging them.
All right. Who got it handle? What about you, Joseph?
Um. I have GoDaddy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh yeah. Okay. I usually can have my the little echo. I have GoDaddy for my website. So GoDaddy, I can choose to where either I can have stuff put on back order, and I had that at first, and that wasn't keeping track of my inventory at all. Like it was basically telling people I'm sold out, but you can still buy it, and I will restock. So I had to fix that. So I would have to put no back order on my website. So now when my stuff is sold out, it's sold out. And GoDaddy keeps track of my inventory, but I have people that also in my town that will ask for shades or customs, and I have like a little notebook that I write down. They came and got this style, and they brought them on this day, and I keep tracking a notebook. And I also write down the names of my shades. I name all my shades, and I put them in these boxes.
Yeah.
So like when I go into the cabinet, I know which shades are which. I name them all, and they're like all in order. It's just basically you really got to keep it organized to the T when you do inventory. And then I have like my set day is Sundays. When I go over, if I missed any, maybe I sold something, I forgot to write it down. That's my day where I literally go over everything. But okay, let me see if I missed, any shades that I might have sold, but I didn't write it down. But my website basically does it for me. That's why I prefer people to order on my website because I don't really have to do all the extra work.
Yeah, that's understandable. Where you at? What about you, Jazz? How you handle your inventory?
Same. Like I use Square and Weebly. I guess that's the same company or whatever. And so it'll show me like it'll show me the order and then like how to what they ordered. And so I just go because I have like this organizer where I have like everything in. And so I go in. It shows me the picture. and that's how I package the order. But like, if I'm taking inventory, let's say I have like 10 bracelets and like four people bought them or whatever, like Square automatically updates me. Like it already does it for me. I don't have to go in manually and do it.
Okay,
If
okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't have to, like, once I put like 10 bracelets in for how many I have, and four people buy it, it'll update me like six left, and it'll say low stock on my website, so I don't have to manually do anything, which is awesome. So
Hey man, y'all got a lot of these websites. Is I'll talk about it. What about what about you, Anna? How you handle your inventory?
For me, mostly when I get my new product, I input them into Shopify, and then when someone orders it, then it just updates everything for me, and keeps it constant, whatever is needed. But yeah, but when new orders start coming in, I do the math myself. The old Not new orders, like new inventory comes in, I add on to what I already have, and then I just not only input it into Shopify, but I also have my own notebook where I write everything. That way, I know exactly what I have. And sometimes I will just go in and double check every now and then, because sometimes I'll get like for me, I just started, so a lot of orders, maybe like 15 orders, and I don't really keep track. Sometimes I'll get like one order, so um, that notebook really helps.
Okay, okay. Before we move on, it seemed like I didn't even know about half of these websites. To be honest with you, like it,
No,
I probably Shopify. I heard about that. I heard about that one for sure because it's pretty Well, to my knowledge, it's
mm,
pretty common. But a good majority of them, like I have not heard, and that's just probably because I'm not really just in tune with the
yeah.
with the business with the business portion of things. But yeah. Uh, Oh yeah, Shakira. How you handle your inventory?
Okay, so for my website, I use Shopify, and Shopify keeps my inventory organized for me. But also, every week I set aside a day to recount my inventory to make sure everything's still organized and intact. Because I live in a city where everybody like their things on hand, so I do sell my items on hand also. And with that, I just keep a file in my notes on my phone, and I just type everything that everyone bought, who bought it, and in order to keep up with the money, I use Shopify. I add it to my Shopify orders. So that's another way I keep it organized. And also, I have labels for my lashes, and I put them in certain places. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay, okay. Is Nia there?
Yeah, she should be.
Oh,
yes.
okay, okay. So how you handle your inventory, Nia?
So I started out with my new business. I started by um I kept everything on hand at first, and then I just like, if everybody, like, my stuff is most of the time is high demand, so like I sell HPC bonnets, so like as soon as they sell out, people are like, when do you get the next one, or they'll wait even for extra shipping days. So what I'll do is I'll keep what I can on hand, and then for those, like the most popular ones that are hard to just keep on hand, I just add extra shipping days and just order like twice a week to restock, and I just keep up with everything through Shopify.
Uh, quick question. Anybody can answer. So, what is like? Is Shopify only for business, or is it like a multiple thing? Like it have multiple reasons.
Mostly just e-commerce, like if you're selling something, but it could be like digital. They have like a digital feature. They also have subscription features. It's mostly like if you have a store that you're selling something, but you could sell any different type of thing.
Yep. And you can also blog, I believe, on it, but with your business website.
Okay, 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 okay. I got a gist, cause I was just I didn't know Shopify had all of this thing at one time, so that's nice to know, especially for people who just starting out. It seemed like it's very convenient, so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so okay. Um, another question I have for all of y'all. We could start saying away from Moon, but how do y'all handle y'all busy days, especially when y'all trying to get packages out or orders that's probably might come in that just on the spot, or like sometimes some of y'all might do on hand. So how y'all go about it on like a real busy day?
Okay, so for me, I just started this, but in January of 2021, I started a calendar where I have certain days, certain content days, certain packaging days, and just certain things I do on certain days because I'm only one person, so I have to split up my time equally. But I found useful for my pickup orders. Well, not my yeah, my pickup orders that's in my town. I select certain days for them because I can't I can't always be there when people need things. So if someone takes me out the blue and be like, I need lashes or can I get this, can I get that? I can't do that anymore because I also work and I'm a full time student. So therefore I have to set aside certain days and I have to do packaging on a certain day and sending out orders on a certain day. For example, if I get an order today, which is Saturday, I may not send that order out until Wednesday. Therefore, all of my orders that come in Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and early morning Wednesday, I'll be able to send those out all at one time also.
Okay, okay. What about you, Moon?
I only do shipping on Thursday, so I have the postman. He picks it up like with home pickup, so I do that every Thursday. Now for actually packaging up orders, I would probably Monday, Wednesday, and for whenever things get like hectic, that you would usually land on Wednesday or Wednesday night, because then I have to have it ready for Thursday mornings for it to be picked up. And my best advice for that, you just gotta crunch time and get to it. You just gotta get to it.
What about you, Joseph? How you handle your busy days?
The same as they said. You literally have to just do certain days. You can only do certain days where you do your shipping, your packaging, because you will definitely overwhelm yourself. You'll definitely stress yourself out. My sister had to tell me that. She was like, Jasmine, you can't jump whenever you get an order and you just be every day you going back and forth to the post office. You have to have a set day for customers and then you gotta have a set day for yourself. So in the summertime, of course I was way more busy because I sell custom sunglasses, so I'm a little slow. So basically now if I get an order, I just get up and go do it because I'm not getting too many because it's the winter time. It's not overwhelming amount. So now I just do it whenever I get them. It's not that bad in the winter time. I can do my job, I can do my business, and I can take care of my kids all at once because it's not really a high demand. But in the summertime, I was definitely overwhelmed, and that's when I had just started out. I was having people come to the house, and then I was going to ship, and I was all over the place. So you definitely have to have a day, like Moon said, he do Thursdays. Pick one day that you tell your customers, okay, you ordered this day. This is my days that I ship out. It takes about 3 to 5 business days or 7 business days. Have it all set out so people can't, get mad at you because some people are very demanding and they want what they want when they want it. That's why you have to set boundaries, or you are going to drive yourself crazy trying to please everybody.
Yeah, cause some people out here really impatient.
Oh
and
my goodness.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah.
I really
And very rude.
I already know because we was talking about this the last episode. You feel me about how some people just be wanting it right then and there, or they be like, oh, it didn't come, and it's like, yo, it's like I've been sent it out, like. That's the postal service. Like, call your postal service. Like, but we can't just be like we gotta add some gratitude to it, some courtesy, some common courtesy. We gotta dress it up. So, um, Jazz, you still here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How you handle your busy days, Jazz? Cause I know
Oof.
I know your website be booming from time to time.
So usually, like, cause I work like majority of the week. So what I used to do was, if I get a ship, or if I get an order, the next day, or like the next day, or the day after the next day, if that makes sense. Like 2 days later, I would try to ship it off, and go to the postal service. But then I realized I could, ship from home, so I use Pirate Ship, and so I can use that. I don't really have a specific day where I ship. I try to pack the order and try to package the order same day I get the order, and then I try to ship it within the next day, or 2 days later, because I'm not really getting like sale. To be honest, I'm not really getting like sales back to back, so it hasn't really been overwhelming for me. Um, so I can ship from home now, so it's much easier to do. But shipping it, I would probably say I try to do it like within 2 3 days, because I'd be exhausted from work, and sometimes I don't have the energy to like put the label on there. But I find the energy, and like I just touch do something for my business. Try to do it every day. But I usually ship like within the next day, or like within 2 days, because I used to do like I could do same day shipping or next day, but after that I was just like, I can't keep up with that, so I try to do it within the same week you order it. And that's really it. Like, I don't have a specific day on when I ship out, because I work, like, I close, so by the time I'm trying to ship it, it won't get picked up until like the next morning or the next afternoon. So I try to do it within a good time frame. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's understandable. Anna, you still here? She probably walked away for a second. Nia, you still here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So 'cause I was gonna say you said HBCU stuff, so I already know you got stuff. People coming to you all the time. So how you handle your busy days with people trying to bombard you for items?
So I normally I try to respond, because I'm also in school. I try to respond to people like every 2 days at least, at the most. So I always have my phone on me. So if somebody ever texts me about stuff, I try to text back right away. But as far as like shipping stuff off, I don't ship daily. I ship like Wednesdays and Fridays are the days I ship the most. But if I have like a whole bunch of orders from Saturday and the stuff is already on hand, I'll package everything Sunday and send off one big order like on Monday.
Hey, that's understandable. Um, and Anna probably walked away. Let me.
Do what?
Oh, you here? Oh, okay, you here. But nah.
My bad. I keep forgetting that I keep forgetting that my microphone was off. That's why.
Oh, nah, it's cool. But how you handle your busy days when it comes to your business?
Um, I try to ship my stuff like like everyone else said, like within 5 days max. But currently I'm not getting a lot of orders currently. I haven't. I had to slow down just because at the time I was doing school full time, and then now second semester is here. I got a full time job, so I can't really. Um, I don't really have that much time, but I tried my best to have everything done within a week. And so I will, on the weekends, I'll write all my thank you letters, I'll do all the packaging. And then when I find the time, then I will ship my stuff like one day of the week. That's how I do it.
Okay, it seems like everybody on the same kind of organized tip because I done ran into a few people who just be I don't know, they be all over the place, you know. I done ran into a few people that's like that, so that's why I wanted to ask y'all that question. Um, Another thing, Another thing I really wanted to know was if there's anything that you could add to your inventory that you personally would like to sell, like what would it be and why for that reason? Uh, matter of fact, Moon, I start off with you, Moon. Go ahead.
Hmm. If I okay, one thing if I knew how to ship it, and I'm trying to learn how to ship it, and I would sell would be plants, because I love like the pothos plants. I love the philodendrons and just the the monsteras and just a lot of different type of house plants in general.
Mm-hmm.
But trying to ship them alive could be a learning curve. So whenever I learn how to do that, I would love to add plants to my website.
Hey, that's interesting. What about you, Joseph?
Um, I want to branch out into prescription customs. A lot of women, when at my pop up shops, were like, "Oh man, I wish you had like optical." I wear, I wear glasses, but I love sunglasses. It's just, it's hard. And I'm like, "Yep." So that's what I want to do. I want to be able to customize frames for glasses and have the frames turn to tint, and I want to have my own optical line. I want to add that eventually. It's a little bit more expensive. I've been looking it up, but I want to be able. I don't want anybody to feel like they can't rock Joso. I want everybody to feel as if they can have my shades on their face. So I'm gonna branch out into the optical part of sunglasses and shades and frames. So I'm working on that. I'm manifesting that.
That's dope. That gave me when you were speaking on it, that remind me of what's that company? Ray Bans. I know Ray Bans do that for sure. They got
Oh yeah,
prescript.
that's what I try to compare myself to.
Yeah,
I look on their website every day. Like that's my competition.
and you know what's and then you know what's crazy? I used to think they was like super expensive, you know, but they got some real convenient prices
Yeah.
on there. Like I used to think that they were just overly priced because like I just the kind of
Mm-mm.
people who I would see wearing them, I'd be like, yo, these got to be expensive as hell. Some of them is not even expensive. Some of them they either buy the frame or they'll just buy the frame and have the prescription implanted into it. Like
Yep.
it's a bunch of things. But when you were speaking on it, that was like the first thing that really came to my mind.
That's
Um,
what I want to do.
hey, we gotta get to it. What about you, Jazz?
Ooh, I want to do candles. I
Candles?
want to sell candles.
Hey, man, it's not too many people out here with candles, so I don't like that.
Yeah, like I've seen like a lot of people put like the crystals in the candle and like try to sell it as like self love candle. I mean that's cool and all, but I just like candles. Candles
Candles.
are like oh they're so I wouldn't say they're underrated because a lot of people love candles, but I just feel like there's more to like what is it called Bath and Body Works. Like oh my gosh I would want to sell
Look,
candles like. I'm researching them, so that's something I want to experiment with and hopefully sell in my shop. So,
look, that's I've been looking around because in like a course of I say a month, right? Before we move on, in a month, I didn't spend at least like $300 on candles at Bath and Body Works. So,
get it together.
me personally, I like candles. That's why I spent like that. And plus, some of them were just gifts. You know, people be like, oh, a birthday party. I mean, not a birthday party, a birthday, or something like that. I'd be like, oh, I get you a candle. Can't go
Hmm.
wrong with a candle.
Yeah, there's a few black-owned businesses. Twitter has a few, like a lot of candle like sellers.
Yeah, I've been looking around, but sometimes they either be out of stock or
Oh yeah.
they not some of their stuff not in inventory yet. So I'll be looking around here and there. But what about you, Anna? What's something that you would like to add to your inventory?
Like I'm a person who's interested in a lot of things. So I'm not like some days it's like maybe like food. Like right now it's cheese.
because I went to the store yesterday and I saw this half a block of cheese that was like $60, and I was surprised because I'm African, and so my mom, she went over to Africa in the summer, and she bought like the same cheese, the same exact cheese, like huge, probably 8 inch circle cheese, and she said she spent maybe like $5 to $10 on it, and so like something like that, or clothes, like actual like wear like clothes. So that's something I want to do with my business, or I would love to add, but it's very, very difficult because when you have your own ideas, it's very difficult to find manufacturers. Maybe not you guys in the US. I'm not so sure.
Um,
Is it?
in the U.S., everything kind of. Oh, I don't need to join that. In the U.S., everything kind of like how would I put it? It's just treat it in the U.S. It's kind of like it's like a network. You feel me?
Yeah.
It literally go by the saying if you know somebody that knows somebody that it is literally like that over here. You feel me? Regardless of who you is, like if you know somebody that knows somebody and you just connected within that kind of social group and kind of branch out, you'll find something. So
Well,
I
I
went.
live in Canada, and like it's mostly like government stuff. I mean, if I were to go to Toronto, maybe, but like no, it's not even like it's very, very difficult because I always watch YouTube videos on how to like maybe like start your own clothing brand, and everybody lives in LA, and they're like, just go to your like fashion district or something like that, and I'm like, there's nothing like that where I am, and like,
Oh yeah,
and online is a headache, like you never know. So
yeah.
yeah, so definitely clothes, apparel.
Apparel. That's dope. To Kira, what about you?
For me, I want to branch off into more cosmetic items. Right now, I just specialize in lashes, and I branched off into lip gloss a little bit. So I'm just perfecting that right now. But also, I want to start selling like lash growth serum
Mm-hmm.
for lashes, and also maybe like um eyeshadow palettes and different cosmetic items and things like that.
That's dope. I like that. What about you, Nia? Oh, she probably want to go do something. Give me a. That's crazy. Nia, you here? She probably walked away. I'll double the question back to her when she come back. Um, this is a side question for y'all. Not it's not even necessarily business, but so far, like how y'all week been?
For me, my week was kind of hectic. This week has been one of the most hectic weeks I had. I had a lot of assignments that I had to turn in that I should have started last weekend that I didn't. But I worked like 40 hours this week, and I also I had like a big shipment this week that I had to get out because I did a 50% off sale this week also. So I had like a lot of items to ship. So just managing that, it's been so hectic this week. Like this week, I almost gave up, but I had to remind myself that I'm not gonna give up.
Nah, you can't give up. Well, what about you, Mo? How your week been?
It's been pretty. Well, it's been getting better. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like you gotta be good for your business because personal drama, but you just gotta, you just gotta work through it and things get better. So far on the up and up.
Oh
I'm
no.
thankful.
Hey, hopefully we can end this week strong. What about you, Joseph?
Um, this week was straight. I feel like it went by a little fast. But my weeks are always hectic because I'm still working my 9 to 5, the kids, and then I'm kind of taking a break not really a break because whenever somebody wants some shades, I sell them to them. But it's like I'm kind of trying to prioritize a little bit when it comes to I don't really know how to explain it, but I've been pushing my business, but then again I've been doing more research with my business than pushing it. I think I've really been focusing on trying to trying to make it a little bit more presentable, a little better, trying to enhance it. So I haven't really been pushing my business. So, but when it comes to the business, it hasn't really been overwhelming because I'm kind of in like a this stage in life where I want to improve it first. So it's kind of under construction, but I'm still advertising. So my week it went by fast, but then mentally it get a little overwhelming because you got so much that you want to do, so much that you want to get better at. So I mean, it just depends. Things happen during the week, but it's always mental for me because I'm thinking about stuff constantly.
It be like that sometimes. What about you, Jazz? How your week been? Oh, Jazz probably walked away. She'll come back. What about you, Anna? How your week been?
My week has been like the first half was like so dull and just I just felt like same. I just felt like giving up, especially at work. I was like, man, I don't know why I'm here, even though I like my job. But then um, the last like 2 days of like the work week was pretty good. And what else? In terms of business, I made it like I think like to really advertise my business more this week, and so I just been doing a lot of promo, making sure like I mentioned of my business is on my timeline at least twice a day, which is a little difficult just because like I don't like when businesses do that, but somebody gave me advice that I should do that in order for my business to thrive. So that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta be like, you know what, put your pride to the side and do that one thing. Sometimes that you really just either not comfortable with or you just don't like. It be like that sometimes. It do. Um, Nia, you here? Is Jazz you here? You came back?
I'm here.
Oh, you here? Okay, Nia. So how?
Sorry
So,
about that.
nah, it's cool. So how your week been?
It's been going pretty good.
Who that was? That was Jazz. Oh, Jazz. Oh, Jazz. She gonna reconnect. I'm not worried about it. But so far, it seems like everybody just been having a bundle of a little bit of everything within this week. But I agree with Joso though. This has been a pretty quick week for me because everything just been happening like so fast. Like just the other day, I was talking to one of my friends about on the Super Bowl, and it's literally tomorrow. Like the week really just flew like in an instant. So everything, but overall everything been pretty good though. I just been having a really fast week. That's um. Let me check the time. I just realized that. Oh, we ain't really too deep into it. That's good. I thought we went over the time a little bit. All these questions, but what was the question I had for everybody? Oh, right. Quick question for everybody. We could start. We could start. We start from Joe, so your mic not muted. Uh, would y'all look into what it was? Oh, would y'all look into getting like a boutique for y'all business or like just like a little small time store like for a startup
Oh yeah,
eventually down the line and
absolutely.
because I already know like at the end of the day like granted like everybody is probably just like in that rough area where they just starting up that little range where they just starting up, or they probably like a year and two probably into it, especially if we like fairly new-ish. And I know everybody don't want to just keep running a business out their house, so that was a question that I really want to know. Like, would y'all buy, like, I mean, probably buy or even rent, you know, a little small store, a boutique or something like that? Because I was driving around recently and I just seeing a lot of, like, especially in plazas. That's why the question came to my mind. I've been seeing a lot of plazas with like a lot of stores store sections that's for rent.
Mm-hmm.
So oh yeah, oh, you already answered it, Joseph.
Yeah. I definitely want to, cause customers like convenience. It's reasons why everybody always, end up going back to the regular stores. They don't really. It's hard to shop to shop black because it's not many black boutiques, black stores, black grocery stores to where you can just pull up, get out, go in, get what you need to leave. You gotta call them, hunt them down. Their hours be weird, and some people just be like, I don't want to deal with it. I would just rather not. I'll just go to Walmart and shoot. And so I feel like convenience will keep people coming back to the black community. So the more store fronts we can have, that'll keep the money within the black community. I think that'll be a better way to do it. Muskegon Heights has this downtown area where it basically was almost like Black Wall Street. Doctors, dentist office, furniture stores, grocery stores. It was all downtown Heights, and now it's just almost dang near vacant. So if you like last summer when I was driving through there, I'm like, this is where I want Joso to be. It's boarded up. It's not presentable. It don't look nice, but you don't want to shun it away and go out of state and start somewhere else. I want to start in my hometown and I want to build Muskegon Heights back up. So definitely Broadway is where I'm going to have my first store, Joso. I want people to be able to, have a Joso from open from 9 to 5. You can come, shop for shades, try them on, get it back for you, get treated like royalty, and you leave. That's what we need. We need more convenience when it comes to buying black. So that's definitely in my future plans.
Hey, I like that idea. Matter of fact, we talked about this on Twitter, Joe. So we that's what that was one of my big questions about the Black Wall Street. But we're gonna speak about that later. What about you, Moon?
I definitely would love small boutique one day. It's crazy that you like brought up that question because I'd be like manifesting that like to the point where I'm like looking at type of clothes racks they sell, the type of displays they sell, and how I would love a like a big rose quartz heart, like a display in the store, and how I want the store to lay out, and the different logistics of like having a store. And I definitely would love to have that in the future one day. Yeah.
What about you, Anna?
Yes, but my plan is to turn my business into a salon.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so right now I sell like bonnets and silk eye masks, but I want to own like a nail, hair, and uh, nail, hair, and lashes store like salon. But but because my name already has beauty in it, I might as well just incorporate everything, and so people can come in there and if they see the bonnets and they want them, then they can get them.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like they have that online access and they can book appointments and consultation through the site as well. So yeah, eventually I want to get a salon, if that counts as a boutique.
Yeah, technically, you know. Um, what about you, Takira or Nia? One, why they coming back? Why these two coming back? Let me see if Jazz is alright. go to the chat and I just ask. Wesley.
Hello.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I,
we hit.
I,
Yeah,
I
we.
can't. Okay, now I can hear you.
Oh, Nike. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear. I can hear you. Okay, what I missed? I'm sorry.
Oh, you missed the. Oh, you just texted that you couldn't hear. But no, I had asked everybody. In the future, like, would they get like a small store, or like a boutique, to expand their business? That was really the question, and they just they elaborated on it. So now that you back, just elaborate.
Oh yeah, I want one in the heart of Atlanta. I definitely do. Little holistic shop, definitely, definitely. That's the end goal. Yeah, it'll be nice. I mean, it's. I mean, yeah. I mean, that was one of my goals I set when I started it. Well, when I started my business, was to have the end goal of to be or to have my own shop. Um, yeah, that's really pretty much it. I'm not enough to elaborate.
Cause I was gonna say, like, I already know, like, I was saying to them, like, I know everybody just don't want to keep selling on inventory out their house, and like that, especially if y'all planning on moving and just wanna just really expand. So, but the question really came to my mind because, like I was telling them, I was driving around one day and I was just seeing a bunch of like a lot of empty slots where stores will be at for rent and stuff in my area. So that's what that question really came up.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's here, like here in Atlanta, that's like vacant and waiting to fill that spot. So hopefully, one of my little shop, well, one of my shop, well, my shop or shops. So yeah, want a storefront. That'll be cool.
Cause I was gonna say, especially got your own business, I think that's kind of essential. You need your own little personal store. Well, it don't even have to be big. You could just be somewhere like straight dab in the middle. You walk in, you be like, oh, it's a crystal shop here, it's a flower shop here, it's a merch store, like So, the big question, right, for everybody. Me and Joso was having a conversation, so I'll let her start it off. How do y'all feel about another Black Wall Street, or something probably that could even top that?
Definitely
Um,
necessary.
yeah, that's like I told you on Twitter. I feel like this generation is in the middle of remaking it because a lot of people look at everybody starting their own business in a negative way. They're like, okay, we got enough boutiques. Okay, we got enough people selling this. We got no, we don't. No, we don't. We don't have enough people. Granted, yes, we do. We need more doctors. We do need more lawyers. We need black people everywhere when it comes to stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to businesses and grocery stores and boutiques and clothes, we could never have enough of it. And I really feel like this generation has started back, rebuilding it, and they don't even know it. And I don't think they realize it. That's why I don't really want people to get discouraged with having the idea of starting a business. If you're meant to have that business and flourish, it's gonna flourish. Don't get discouraged if somebody else is doing it. It don't matter. We need multiple. We need multiple boutiques. We need multiple of everything when it comes to the black community and shopping black. And I
Exactly.
really feel like this generation is starting to rebuild it one brick at a time, and I think it's dope.
Yeah.
So I think everybody goal should be to have eventually a storefront. Don't stop. It's gonna be hard. It ain't gonna be easy. But like that quote I seen on Facebook that said, and I seen it on TikTok, you're the person in your family that's breaking the generational curses. So nothing is gonna come easy to you. They're depending on you to become that millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, ain't none of this gonna be easy for us. Getting those storefronts and getting a license, because I want to start a nightclub too for black people. For black people,
Nice.
I want to do that because we don't really have nowhere to go in my town where we ain't getting looked at. You have to dress a certain way, basically telling you that we don't like how your culture dress. It's like there's so many rules in order for black people to come into some of these bars here. So I'm gonna start a bar for black people. Yeah, not to sound racist, but we don't really have nothing like that here where I'm from. So and it's gonna be hard to get a liquor license for the, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to stop. I'm gonna keep going because this is very necessary. It's very necessary, and I'm with the wave. I'm with it.
How you feel about it, Moon?
I think we definitely need more. And I really don't like when people say like, there's too many this or there's too many that, because if everyone, has their own unique thing and everybody is in their own lane, everyone can coexist. You know, everyone needs options. And the more people you have, even if it's doing the same thing, like let's say everybody who does hair, but that still offers more options to the general consumer, and that's still more, you know, people that like it's like a, how can I say, like with Black Wall Street, all of these hairstylists combined, all the black owned hairstylists, they all are part of a bigger picture, and it's bigger than everybody just doing hair. But it's like forming a Black Wall Street because they're all like it or not, that money is circulating in the black community when that happens, even though it's like the same thing or whatever, everyone still has their own lane and everyone still has different options for everyone else. And it's when it happens, everybody can't help but win. Like so that's why I think working together is much better than being against.
Yeah, I like that one. What about you, Jazz? What's your input on it?
Yeah, I definitely agree with Moon was saying. Like, you can never have too much of something. Like, just because it's like 20 different boutiques doesn't mean like it's competition. It's like it's what you bring to the table that makes what you sell or what you push out special. Like, and then like it shouldn't be about competition anyways. It should be about lifting other people, and and just being an advocate for others too, because you can be an advocate for somebody else, or somebody can be an advocate for you. So I definitely feel like you can never have too much of something. It's what you put your spin on. That's literally what makes it unique. What you're putting out, like at the end of the day. So I definitely feel like we got to uplift ourselves, and that starts with us within the community, what we sell, what we push out. So I definitely agree everything Moon was saying. Like, you go for it, and hopefully we can get that Black Wall Street back, because I think there was a town where there were black entrepreneurs and black people with pharmaceuticals. I forgot what town it was in. I think it was in like Arizona. No, not Arizona. It wasn't Arizona. It was like in like a country, but they were like really doing, and they burnt it to the ground. So it's like I definitely feel like we need another, or we could use another, Black Wall Street. Definitely, like I'm for it. Definitely.
I'm definitely for it. What's your input on it, Anna?
Um, me, I don't really agree with the idea of Wall Street. I really do support the fact that um like black people, we have so much to contribute to the world, and we deserve a place where we can do that. And I think more people should be joining businesses. And just like all of you said, like how many makeup companies that sell basically the same shit. Am I allowed to swear?
Oh no, you fine. Go ahead.
No.
that sell the same stuff, like, but we still buy from them, right?
Yeah.
Like, how many clothing brands basically sell the same thing? Fashion Nova, Forever 21, but we don't have Forever 21 Canada anymore. But like Fashion Nova, Forever 21, they all sell the same stuff from the same suppliers, but people still buy from them. So I think it's just sometimes it's just the anti-blackness in people where they like they can't stand when black people are playing the same game they're playing. But yeah,
Yeah.
we need more of us, and I do honestly think um, that we should be successful in our own rights and with our products and what we bring to the table. That's what I think. But like that's just the socialist in me is like black and like what is that called? The Wall Street is a very capitalist mentality, and it's literally why we're here in the first place. And and I think it'd be kind of dangerous for black people to do that. But I do think it would be so much better for us if we're able to fully support each other and be successful. I think. Yeah.
What is this? Just a basically a little elaboration. I basically agree with I agree with everyone. Um, I feel like it's definitely gonna be rebranded in its own little way. Especially we in the 21st century. You feel me? So everything is really either digital or what the younger crowd they like to be out and about. You know,
Yeah.
or um, even for the older people, sometimes we in that era where, like I was saying, we digital. So a lot of the older people they were like, you know what, I don't really feel like going out. What if I can order from this store and they in there online and I don't have to go in. So I feel like it'll be very successful. You know, I feel like it's never enough of anything because
Yes.
at the end of the day it could be 10 people that start off selling makeup products, right? And
Yeah.
only two of them last
Yeah.
within a year. It's never enough of anything. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like everybody just need to find they path in life, especially when it comes to just business. Everybody just need to find their path in life so they can just build on top of that because at the same time we only human, so we naturally adapt to anything that's thrown at us, you know, whether it's weather or a money currency change or a living change, like people find their ways around stuff. It's like it's a loophole to to almost everything, so but I definitely feel like a lot of these plazas or empty little districts or shopping centers that's not really too, I feel like we definitely need to take advantage, you know not even just to even prove a point but at the same time just to further ourselves because at the
Yeah.
same time once given the opportunity you don't take the opportunity, a lot of people be regretful. Like they be like, damn, I regret not taking this opportunity
Oh
when I had a
yes.
chance. Some people get a little bit too complacent, with what they got going on. They may be booming throughout the whole entire summertime. They're like, oh yeah, I could definitely do this from my house. It's convenient. I wake up, I could do my business, I could go to sleep, wake up, do my business. I can leave, go to the grocery store, come back home, do my business. Like, but at the same time, once you put yourself outside that comfort zone, you know, things could turn out for the better for you. Whether uh, just your insight on things or how you handle situations or how you handle business and just in the general aspect. Um, Also, I feel like for those who is serious about it, you know, we need to we need to read and pay attention to everything that's in fine print, you know, because at the same time you don't want to be bamboozled out of your business that you done grew 10 years in for you just to be only not making as much as you deserve. You know, for instance, you may be, for instance, in the in 2 months in sales, you make 150K. You know, but this person who you signed, that you basically renting your business out to, in this little district or the little shopping center, or whatever the case may be, don't don't swindle yourself out of money.
Yeah.
In a sense, don't swindle yourself out of money. Every business ain't good business. Every money ain't good money.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because some people, a lot of things seem like it's the better option. Sometimes you might have to take a step back, and when you do, you see a couple more options. You know, especially when you on that path where you got everything laid out and it's going to a court, or even if it's not going to a court, sometimes it may exceed the expectation. You know, so don't don't sell yourself short business wise, money wise. You feel me? In a realistic standpoint, because at the same time, a lot of these stores that's up for rent, sale, and stuff like that, you still got to pay your property fee, your store fee, your lights, all of this. So you got to keep everything into consideration. You feel me? I know we in that turning point in the century now where everybody is trying to, stand together, be together, work together, but at the same time we just need to move smarter. That's what I want to see us do. Move smarter. We already working hard as hell, so we might as well move smarter while we working hard as hell. So
That's true. Good words.
Yeah. Wait, how do you feel about the downsides of having like a open store?
open store.
Because like my family is very anti-boutique, and they really don't want to open one. Like and my great grandmother, she's like the biggest one against it, and she's like, if I could make money without leaving my house, that's what I would stay doing. And she's like, I don't want you to like open a store because people could get robbed or stolen, or I guess the dangers stuff like that.
Um, when it come to
All them crystals in your store,
when it
you'll
come,
be all right.
yeah, and to be honest with you, I ain't gonna say common sense, but when you looking around, you feel me? You will usually try to find like what a convenient area for you, but
Yeah.
also like a area that has a decent amount of traffic where people actually do walk around, look at stores, or drive through the parking lot and see like little stores and stuff like that. Um, hell, some stores want security. Some stores it's like, hey, you feel me? We in a plaza or a district where they already come with security. You know, that patrol and stuff like that. So I can understand the fear of like you open the store, somebody could come in, take something, or robbed or anything like that. You feel me? It's
I
thing.
remember the situation. Oh, it was sad. This girl, she was doing hair,
Uh huh.
and like they how they killed her. They robbed the store the first time, and they got
Oh
arrested,
yes.
and then
Oh
they came back and
Mm-hmm.
killed her.
yeah, yeah. I
I
heard
heard
about
about
that.
that. That was so sad.
Yeah, I heard about that. Like a little while back. I did hear about that.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
that was
That's such a shame.
that
And it was like in my hometown. I felt so bad.
like stuff like
Yeah.
when stuff like that happen it's like very discouraging, especially for business owners or just even regular civilians who want to go to store because you never know, anything can happen, like
Like
anything can
as a
happen.
customer, sometimes you could be scared to go out.
Exactly. Sometimes you could just be scared to go out, Like it's been instances where like down here, I think it's probably like a year ago, probably I think it was like a year ago, roughly. I may be wrong. Um, I was at the mall, regular day. I was at the mall. I hop in my car. I just see a bunch of people running out the mall. So I'm thinking like, yo, like what the hell going on? Comes to find out, somebody can't walk in. An individual walked in the mall with a gun. You know, and just start shooting and stuff. By the grace of God, no one was hurt. You feel me? It was just property damage, but at the same time, it was like, yo, that just shows you at any given time something could happen. Like, and it'll be so spontaneous. It could be like on the most relaxed day that you relate most relaxed day possible. So I can understand the fears of customers or business owners. You feel me? Especially if especially if you just like only so focused into like your work or um handling your handling handling with your workers and stuff like that. So I can understand the fears of like your family concerns of being like anti store or boutique and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if
Yep.
that's solely your choice, especially if that's your career. You know, that's solely your choice. The only thing, like I said before, we just gotta move smarter. We already working hard as hell. We just gotta move smarter about it. You know. And another thing, also with our black businesses, for anybody that's watching, for us, we need to we I feel like one thing that we need to learn is how we handle situations.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I feel like, because at the same time, a good majority of us think we know how to handle situations, and when stuff hit the fan, we just be confused. you know and I feel like that's another thing that I feel like that we need to work on, for just for people who with businesses overall, just how we just handle situations, whether it be with a customer or people that shipping your packages, or uh security that's probably at your store or with your worker, or stuff like that. So I feel like that's definitely one thing that we gotta work on, is like how we just address situations. Because at the end of the day, if we can minimize something, um, that's just better for us overall.
Yep.
While the music playing in the background. Okay. So boom, we done met we done got to the free talk portion. Honestly, we got to the free talk portion. So as of right now, so how y'all feeling about music of
Mm.
2021 so far?
I think
I was born
it's
in
time.
'89, so I don't know.
Certain songs I like, certain ones I hear, I just be like, this is a trend and it'll be played out in 2 weeks.
I think, to be honest with you, I feel like we just got a lot of trends. I feel like we got too many trend songs. Like as of now, like I feel like we got too many trend songs.
They just chasing for
Yeah.
like a hot 100 hit for the moment, and then it burns out. Then another hot 100 hit, and nothing like no timeless song.
I feel that would be better because right now I just feel like everything, like the music that's coming out, not that I listen to it, is just like something for 5 second TikTok. That's literally it. I would rather a radio, a full radio hit for a month than this. Like the craft is being lost. Like I just think that I know, and I'm not even like old like that, and I hate saying this, but like music is downgrading
It is.
to me. I mean, I love the '90s hits,
kids, all that stuff. But like up until maybe 2 years ago, like music was fine, and I thought, okay, hip hop is in the trend. Like even if I do see a trend coming in, I'm like, okay, there is some fine arts in there. But now it just feels like just songs made for the same TikTok arm movements. If you know what I mean, you know?
Yep.
You know those same arm things they keep doing?
Yo, a lot of these songs is really only getting used on TikTok, which is the crazy thing about it. Cause I'm not even a radio kind of guy, you know. I
Mm-hmm.
got my own little custom playlist for like whatever
Yeah.
situation or mood I'm in, you know. So when I randomly hit a radio, it just be the same stuff on TikTok. So I be like, oh, this TikTok music. I be laughing though, cause it's like, yo, let me put on my music. I don't want to hear this. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
I think the artists be doing it on purpose. Some of them, like I've noticed, whenever they release a new single, they'll also release a little TikTok challenge alongside it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's the new marketing for the music industry. You don't have to make music videos like you used to have to put in work back in the day.
Yeah.
The music video will be the release. Like that's how they would draw us in. Like we would wait for music videos to drop. We would watch the making of the videos, and now all you gotta do is have a bunch of 15-year-olds make up a routine to it, and boom, you famous.
But for especially big artists, because guess what? There's a TikToker out there who's gonna make it, who's gonna remake it, and you know how they make all the songs go slow at some point? They're just gonna do that, and then like you're not even gonna get the credit for your original song because everybody's gonna move on from that. Like, so while
Exactly.
I think it's good that some people are gaining like an audience from this or like a little bit of fame, they're getting that little money. I don't think it's like a long term good thing, and I think it's just ruining music right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, to be honest, like, half of them is like, it got to the point where TikTok is actually paying people. That's the
What?
that's the crazy thing about it is it's like it got to the point where TikTok is paying people. Like, if I think you get like a certain amount of views, you become eligible, and then they'll pay you.
Yeah, you gotta be because why they so adamant about having so many followers? That I mean, they have to be paying them
Yeah, they
because what else? You can't have no full time job doing them videos, man. Yeah, that take a lot to edit them videos, and then they be doing like 2 or 3 videos every day.
I know.
exactly. Like,
They gotta be getting paid. They better be.
yeah, trust me, they getting paid, Joe. So they getting paid, bro. And it's crazy because like I never seen nothing like this really like till like 2020 and 2021 because I remember when everybody was when Vine came out and like it wasn't really like that, like everybody was just doing their little funny skits and stuff, but now,
Yes.
like now, bro, like people was out here getting full blown like paid, like they working a 9 to 5 plus off of just TikTok videos blowing up, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
Like I would have
I
never
it's a
know
full
imagined this.
job.
some of them.
I
Mm-hmm.
remember reading about that's why Vine fell because they didn't want to pay the people who was making the videos. So Vine told them either we're not going to pay y'all, so they left. But I do see TikTok kind of falling like Vine did.
Yeah,
Something is going to pop up, and then I could see Instagram falling too because Instagram has been on the decline. So far, the only social media that I really think is going to really stay strong is really Twitter.
honestly,
Yeah,
that's how
All
I
them.
feel.
But when you know when like Vine and no, not even Vine, my bad, TikTok and Instagram fail, they're all gonna run to Twitter and start doing their advertisements and the promos and trying to be funny there. I don't think it's gonna last long though, or it's not. It's gonna take them a while,
Twitter,
but they're gonna all run to Twitter or this app.
like the
Man,
things they do on TikTok when they tried to bring it to Twitter, they got dragged and roasted.
yeah.
That's true.
Twitter is a hard crowd.
Tell me,
yeah.
Twitter been a hard crowd since the release. Like, I remember when we got the the fleet thing added, right?
Yeah.
Yo, I have not seen so many people from Facebook transition to Twitter. It don't make no sense. It doesn't, and it's crazy because it's like, yo, if that what it took for everybody just to come to Twitter, yo, Twitter could really just do a mass update, and it could shut down literally like two or three apps at one time.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to be like perfectly honest, but I didn't.
But it makes it say this way, or people will leave.
Yeah,
I.
like I don't know, but music not currently for me. It's been kind of dry, and
Yeah.
I think that's because just because of quarantine. Like I didn't heard a couple of vibes like here and there that I actually like when it comes to music. Recently I've been getting back into modern day R&B, you know, for a while. For a while, I'm be honest. Modern day R&B been kind of ass, but we got that select, we got that good select few, that's been doing their thing, giving it hope.
That's why I like Tiana Taylor. I love her music. It's man, it's that old R&B type feel. I really like Tiana Taylor.
You what's the crazy thing about it is everybody like with these labels like cuz like people under Kendrick and Cole and Kanye, Hove, like they really been they a lot of them been putting out some good quality music. They just not been getting the screen time that they deserve, when their music get released. Like for instance with Tiana Taylor, like she got some good ass music, but it's not a lot of promotion behind her,
Promo. Yeah.
you know. Same.
I blame the record label.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just really sucks. And because like black people are so versatile, but they're only pushing out the same black people. And like I have nothing against like very mainstream black people. I listen to mainstream black music, but like it's just sometimes it's the only thing we listen they push to us, and then like it's hard doing research. I don't want research. I want convenient, but then oh, but like I just would like to listen to something like to find something other than Cardi B or sometimes Megan and like you know
Look,
what I mean.
the me personally, like I get where you coming from because it's a lot of artists. It's a lot of good artists I done stumbled upon. That's
Yeah.
like that's not mainstream. Like they like they somewhat there, you know, but not like fully,
Mm-hmm.
um compared to like who could put out something what's his name, like okay, for a small instance, like say a Big Sean put something out with him and Janae, you know, it's gonna boom for like for a hot while compared to Wale, you know, and Wale pretty good, but a lot of people just don't
Yes.
listen to Wale, like, which is crazy. But everybody got they got
He
their little,
sings such good music.
they got like they look, they look small preference. Like everybody got their own preference, but that's for example. Like um, I listen to my mainstream here and there. I'm not really a mainstream kind of guy, and that's simply because like I just grew up on like a lot of underground music and
Uh,
some of the artists that that you will have to like go find or stuff like that. Like granted, um, if it is mainstream, I got like very few songs that's mainstream on my playlist. But your song gotta be good as hell for that's mainstream for me to put on my playlist. Like I'm picky. I'm,
Yeah, me
to
too.
one point I understand what you mean. Yeah.
I'm that's one thing for sure about me. I'm picky when it comes to like music. I'm picky. Like,
Yes.
especially if I done heard it like 50 times, yo, I cut the whole radio off. I don't want to hear this. Like, give me like, yo, disconnect from the Bluetooth, fam. I don't want to hear this. I done heard this like 5 times a day already. Like, no.
People love playing the same song back to back on multiple stations.
Yo,
But doesn't it create nostalgia every time I listen to songs that we used to listen to?
yeah,
Like they would put them on the radio so many times, and then now you listen to them like, oh shit, I now I remember this song. Such a good song. Well, not a good song, but
you
I
know,
remember this summer or this winter or something like that. I don't know if you guys have winter. Do you?
yeah. Well, the upper states and central states do. Sometimes, depending if you stayed in the south and you, I'm in Florida, so we don't got winter. Like we
Oh,
got
okay.
cold ass wind. Like that's what we do got. We got summer all year. That's what we definitely do.
No, our winter has been very good this year. Like scary good.
Hey man, I don't know what the government did with the weather system or something, but all these seasons been lining up a little bit too perfectly for me. That's all I'm saying. Yo,
Wait, where is everyone from?
I'm from Michigan.
I'm from Louisiana.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
yeah, I can hear it in your voice too, Moon. I knew it.
Here from New Orleans.
I'm from Atlanta. I'm country.
That's where I need to go. I need to go to Atlanta.
Yeah, I want to be one of the rich people, rich black people in Atlanta.
Ooh, I heard it's so lit down there for black businesses, man.
I need to visit that one day. I need to go to Atlanta and shop around, cause um, I'm tired of seeing my Hispanic folk. Nothing against y'all, you know. I'm a proud Dominican, but I see y'all too much. I see y'all too much. I go to the beach, I see y'all. I go to the grocery store, I see y'all. I'm like, so I try to surround myself around as much black culture as I can, especially down here, cause I'm in Miami right now. So we
Yeah.
we, we, we got a mix, but it's majority of us is islanders, like you know, like
Isn't
it
there a lot of Haitians there?
Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Cubans, um,
Because every Haitian
Jewish
I know
people.
here in Canada that I know is like I have relatives in Florida, Florida, like almost every single one of them. So I assume there's a lot of them there.
Yeah, like in Florida, if you come to Florida, is mainly populated by islanders. Like is solely populated by islanders, and then you got your few percent of white white people, uh, yeah, African Americans, ha- you know, and then you got a little bit of everything else. That's about it.
And if the U.S. was a civilized country, I'd come live there.
Nah, we the jungle. Don't come here.
Yeah, that's why. Like I used to when I was young and naive, I was like, the U.S. looks so fun. I want to come there. I want to go, and it seems like there's so much opportunity. But now I'm just like in theory, the U.S. could be somewhere I'd want to live, but like it ain't right over there. No, it's not.
don't,
So
don't come here. We the jungle. You don't want to come here.
I do not. I've seen the documentaries. I've seen. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, guys.
C-
I am so sorry.
corona out. You don't want to come here, especially.
That's not even good. That's not the worst part, though. Uh,
Oh no, that's
let me.
that's that's definitely not the worst part.
Oh, I can't. I'm sorry. I have to say I'm sorry, you guys. It's very scary for me, for you
Like,
guys, because I'm I'm always so stressed. Cause not that there's nothing bad here in Canada. It's just that like it just feels like over there they really don't even bother pretending that they don't give a shit.
Man, hopefully everything, go get we get back in tune, get back in pace because lately for the past couple years, but or the escalation of COVID, everything just been out of whack really.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Everything been out of whack. So hopefully, slowly but surely, everything is really dying down. Like once people stop taking these cheap ass flights everywhere, everything started slowly but
Where
surely.
is everybody going though?
Yo, look, I think we talked about this last episode. Or something. Yo, I had people I knew that was going to Puerto Rico, Jamaica, to the UK. There's like, oh yeah, my ticket cost me $50. I'm like, are you leaving? Like, what?
You can't buy that same ticket and schedule it for like maybe at the end of the year or the summer or something. Man, your COVID will never reduce. Like us, we had to. They keep putting mandatory lockdowns. So people are just going to work and stuff. That's it. But oh my goodness. Well, I pray for y'all.
The need.
I mean, I think if I were to compare here in Canada, the comparison would be like the indigenous people of Canada are the black people of the US, if that makes sense. Like it's shit for them here. But yeah, black are like think of like Asian people over in the US. It's like they experience that racism, blah, blah, but it's not on the same level. Not even I wouldn't say if it's even comparable to it. So that's for me.
Most likely not.
Yeah. Man. Oh, I hope your businesses thrive. So at least you're not financially struggling.
Man,
Yeah.
I wish nothing but blessings on everybody's business, especially now with everybody trying to start up a business. You know,
Oh yeah.
hopefully everybody business start booming. Um,
What are your businesses? What like called? If you guys have Instagram, I'd like to follow some of you guys and
My business is Joso Designers.
James.
I always forget my Instagram.
oh,
I think it's Joso underscore designers underscore
matter of fact,
LLC.
um, I'm gonna add everybody on Twitter. Y'all can follow each other. Talk and exchange
Oh,
all
I
of that.
see. Oh, Joso, your stuff is so cute.
Thank you.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
Rayness. What up,
is that
Rayness?
you?
Hello, how are you?
How you been? What's this?
I'm well.
I know you like kind of late, but it's cool. It's no biggie. Don't worry about it.
Okay, thank you so much for having me.
No, no, it's cool. We in the free talk portion, so we just basically talking about a little bit of everything, you know. So
Okay,
Rhea's touch. I'm seeing your stuff.
okay, thank you. So I'll just introduce myself a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the car, so if you hear background noise, that's why. I'm Rhea. Well, my name is Azrea, and then my business is Rhea's Touch, and I do homemade beauty and bath and body care along with home like candles, and I want to do wax melts eventually. Right now, I like to network with people. I've actually made a lot of different small business friends within the past year. I started 3 months ago. October 19th is whenever I launched. And then
That's
my
dope.
Instagram is Reyes Touch, and then my Twitter is underscore mixed flavors.
That's dope. I, I I think Ray is probably the first person we had on here with what it was body like skincare and stuff like that. So that's dope.
Thank you.
Don't worry.
Um,
After we done podcasting, I'ma depending if y'all promote it today, I'm gonna go hit it, retweet it, all of that. You know, show love. I'm gonna put y'all in the description. Like last time, well, Moon and Joso know. Like last time, put y'all business there as well, cause I got a few people watching around and stuff. So hopefully somebody order and all of that. A few of my family members already Blue Jazz store up already. They be trying to take a crystals and shit. So I just want to see everybody win, prosper. Cause everybody we in the hard times, especially in the U.S. Everything is go moving at a super slow pace. So you know,
Yeah.
Why? I want people to also, I don't know, I can just say a little thing. The spirit moved me to say this, so I can kind of say it. But I definitely want, upcoming small businesses to not go so hard on themselves either. We in the middle of a pandemic, a lot of people losing their jobs, things going hard. So, if your sales is like going slow, just don't give up. Just be, we all going through it, but, we all going to be through it together too.
Absolutely.
most
most definitely, it's so important to go at your own pace because if you try to, catch up with people that you see on the internet, other small businesses, you don't know what stage and what they had to do to get to where they at. So
Yeah.
I
oh
always tell people when they come in my inbox asking for advice, just do you go at your own slow because nobody is gonna run your business but you. So you don't want to mess it up by trying to, be on the same level as everybody else. Everybody has their own time to shine.
yeah, everybody definitely got their own time. Now that you brung that up, I got a question for everybody. We could start from Moon after I'm done. But what is something that keep y'all humble, especially when y'all handling with y'all business? Because I know it could be have those days where it be very down or just frustrating and just so. What's something that just keep y'all humble and just keep y'all motivated? It, it's on you, Moon.
What keeps me humble, I would have to say, like, looking back at where I was before I started my small business. So, like whenever you like hit rock and you like build yourself up, you don't forget about where you was, and you don't that's how I kind of keep myself from oh, I'm making sales, or I'm like calling yourself like the best one or anything of that nature. It's just remember where you came from, and don't feel like you're better than anyone, because just like those blessings were given to you, they could also be took away, and stuff like that can happen in the blink of an eye. And whenever I'm feeling down, I'm very big into music. So that song by Mariah Carey. What was it? Make It Happen. That song, and Anytime You Need a Friend. Like whenever I feel down, I just always listen to those songs. I always try to tell myself, what you're going through right now is temporary. Things do get better, and you just gotta, just keep faith and hold on. See the other side.
Yeah, I like that. What about you, Joseph?
Well, my children keep me motivated. Um, and also they keep me humble as well. 'Cause I want them to see me working towards a better life for them, but remaining the same person because that's the person I want them to be. But another thing that keeps me humble is I know that JoSo is just a key. I have a purpose in life. I feel like JoSo is just the first step of me getting to that purpose. So I don't want to act like I'm better than somebody because I got a business, because that's not really my whole purpose in life. I feel like JoSo is just like the first step towards what I'm supposed to be doing. Um, mean, and when you start getting a big head, everything, fall apart because it's basically like God gonna show you, like, look, just like Moon said, as fast as I gave it to you, I can take it away. You don't ever want to have that negative energy on you. And I believe in all that. So my spirituality keeps me grounded. So if I was to ever become like a big headed person, I'm definitely going against everything that I believe. I want my business to flourish. I want my family to flourish. So you need that positive mindset and not thinking that you better than the next, or I'm somebody, so you need to start paying me for my advice. Like, it's people get to that point so fast, and I never understood it.
Oh, yes.
Argent,
I never understood it.
I
It
hate
takes a
that.
few
Like,
likes and a few retweets or follows or shares. You get 200 shares, and all of a sudden, it's $100 to talk to me and get advice for for whatever reason. I would never do that. My advice will always be free. Anybody need help with anything, I got you. I don't think I would ever turn into that because that's just not. It's not me. It's not me.
Yeah, I feel like it is some people out there who just get big headed real fast. Um, what about you, Anna?
me, I I agree with what Joseph said. Like, I just have to remember that, like, if I'm a confused person, I don't know what I want to do with my life. And so my business has been one, like, a step towards me having a little bit of clarity. And so that's what I treat it as. It's a step towards what I truly want. And the more I do it, the more work I put into it, the more I realize that this is what I want to do, or something similar. And so, yeah, sorry, there's a lot of footsteps in my house.
Oh, nah. Well, I don't hear them on my end, so it's okay. Jazz, you here? She probably stay out the way real quick. What about you, Ray?
To stay humble, I always keep the mindset like this is only the beginning. So, and there's always room for improvement. It doesn't matter what, of course, like if I get a million, I mostly get 5-star reviews. That's fine, but guess what? I can still do better. There's always room for improvement in every area of my life, in
Mm-hmm.
anybody's life. And then,
Mhm.
what keeps me motivated? I feel like there's people that looking up to me, like my boss
Yes.
friends, my business besties, that's what I like to call them. Like people are looking up to me and looking out for me. Like I know
Yep.
there's people that are like they're waiting for my next post or they're waiting for my next collection to drop. And then there's also those people that, they don't reveal themselves as a supporter, they kinda in the background, but I know they're still looking. Like there's always somebody looking. So that kind of keeps me motivated. Like I might get 20 likes versus I might get 20 likes or 200 likes, but there's always going to be more than that looking out.
Yes.
Whether it's negative or positive, somebody's always looking. And I try to keep that in the back of my mind as well.
Hey, I like the vibes on that one. I really do. What is this? I got one more final question for everybody. Uh, if Jazz here, it don't really matter if Jazz here. I already know she listening. Um, so this question is: once you reach that successful point into your life, right? How would you go about spreading? How would you go about spreading? I don't want the wealth. How would you go about spreading the wealth, whether it be within immediate friend group or your family? Because I know we see it from time and time again where one person gets successful, and then some close friends be like, oh, can you invest into this, or can I get some money, or stuff like that. So once y'all hit that successful point in your life, financially wise, how would y'all go about it, especially with friends or family or just people who's looking for a chance? You can go Moon.
Okay, this might sound okay. So this is gonna sound kind of mean, but also nice. So, but everyone who supported me when I was at the beginning and when I was at my lowest and when I was first starting, once I get big, they're the ones who want to like get my first hand support and the ones who are like, what you doing is stupid. You need to go to college and stop doing this crazy stuff, or you're not gonna be successful. Once I reach a certain level, I'm not gonna know any of them. But all of my, friends and family who supported from the beginning, they will definitely be at the table with me. And and to spread the wealth, I would I would try to invest in upcoming small creators, like creators. Like once I reach that level where I could look back and say where I was, creators who are at the level I'm at now, like or even before that, like invest into them, so they could grow and build.
What about you, Joseph?
Um, like Lou said, of course, I'm gonna make sure my family good, my parents and my sisters. Um, I want to make sure that things are paid off for them. I don't want them to pay no rent. I want to probably buy houses for them. I don't. It's the simple stuff that I don't want them to have to worry about because they don't even look for that from me. Those are the people that I'm gonna take care of. That the people that's not even expecting me to do it.
Yeah.
Those are the people that I want to take care of. But my main thing is I've always said, even when I first started JoSo, like within the first week, the first thing I wrote down was I want JoSo to be um, a program for single mothers as well. Like that would be like my little project um, to help single moms. I want to be able to buy a couple houses, rent out to some single moms, um, back to school drives, Thanksgivings, Christmases, buying gifts, groceries. I want to have like programs if they low on groceries, we'll pop up and drop off groceries to them. Like I've been a single mom and it was very hard. I've had to pick myself up by my bootstraps a lot of times. There's not a lot of resources out there that you think it would be when it comes to being a single mother. Um, it's hard. It gets hard, and I want things to be as easy as convenient for single moms and single dads too. Shoot, any single parent. Period. I want it to be as convenient as possible for them because having a child looking up to you is that's hard enough. Um, and you're forced to get up every day and have to deal with that, taking care of them, taking care of yourself, maintaining a job, a roof over your head. So I want to be able to take care of my family, and I want to be able to have these programs that will implement mental health single parents. Definitely.
That's dope. I like that one. So y'all been on the road all night. Well, what about you, Anna?
What was the question again?
How would you go about handling
Oh,
spreading out the wealth?
oh yes. Um, like if I when I do get to that level, I think my priority is to just make sure that I'm giving opportunities to other people to grow as well, and also create jobs. And so, like Joso said, no, was it Joso or was it Moonwave? They said that they would create funds for like people who are at the level that I am right now. So I'm thinking
Mm-hmm.
of doing the same thing, and so I would do that, but as well as like maybe start creating jobs for my people back home,
Mm-hmm.
because I do have family over there with talent that could help me, but I don't have the funds right now. So if I when I do get to that level, then I can create my own like maybe manufacturing companies
my own shipping companies. That way, I can create jobs for the people in the local community, but also still make money, um, and also like give someone else a chance to live a life properly. So that's my goals, on how I would redistribute my money.
That's dope. What about you, Ray?
So I feel like you don't necessarily, well, me personally, I don't have to be big to redistribute because I circulate the black
Mm-hmm.
dollar every day.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, just I know it's Black History Month, but this month I've bought, how many days? It's been like what, 6 days. I bought from 10 different Black-owned businesses already this month. But I'm always buying
Yeah.
from other small businesses just like myself because I believe like what you give is what you're gonna get. And
Yes.
I'm trying to put that like fingerprint out there. Like I'm a real person just like y'all. I'm not in it for the money. Of course, I want to make money, make profit. That's the point of a business. But I'm not only in it for the money,
Yes.
and I want to make that known for people. But when I do get big, of course, I'm gonna take care of like my family. And then, like Anna was saying, I want to create jobs because my stuff will have to be like manufactured in a warehouse, making big batches of body butter and all that good stuff. So I'll create jobs that way. And then I want storefronts like in Walmart, maybe even like have a storefront in the mall or something, so
Yes.
just that way, so I could be in the community. And then when they do have those back to school drives or, stuff like that, I could be a sponsor for that. And I do want to eventually mentor people like me, I do get people in my inbox all the time asking me questions like, how do you do this? How do you do this? And I always give my advice for free. But I do want to eventually become like some type of inspirational mentor. I could do either way. With my business, without my business, I do want to do something similar to like mentoring young women.
That's dope. I like that.
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
I
I
like
agree.
that. Wait. Okay. So yeah. So basically, we had the final portion, y'all. Um. For, let me finish this up real quick. But yeah. For everybody who's gonna be watching this in the future, or as soon as I drop this, you feel me? If y'all had the time out, please share around their businesses. These are hardworking individuals who put time into their craft, into their self, and they put in time and energy into literally into what they do. I greatly appreciate if you just even share around, uh, like it, even purchase. They got quality product all around, and I greatly appreciate it. I'm gonna leave everything in the description down below. And till then, peace.